the tangent of 65 into your calculator until the very end. So once you do that, 16 divided by, and then in most calculators you'll have to say 65 tangent and then equals, and then round this guy off to the nearest hundredth, and you should get 7.67. Now once you have that radius, then you can plug that in here to our formula for the volume. So there's really two problems. First you have to find the radius, then you have to plug that in to find the volume. So that's the same thing that you are doing here. In example number 3, they give you a cone, and they give you this angle now. Give you this angle here, and you want to find the radius. Yeah, I guess it's the same thing, huh? Similar. Okay. They want to find the radius, and they give you the height. So in order to find the radius, you do the tangent of 40 equals the radius over the height, and plug in the height that you know, which is 5.8, and for the height, and then multiply both sides by 5.8 in order to find your radius. And then once you have that radius, then plug that into your equation here for the volume, and you would also include your height of the solid, three-dimensional solid, which would be 5.8. Okay, and then round that guy off to 2 decimal places, which is the same thing as the hundredths place. So go ahead and pause the video and do that. And then one last problem here is when they give you the volume. So here's an example in your textbook. They give you the volume and the height, and you have to find the side length of the square base. Okay, that's fine. That doesn't make sense, does it? That they actually, no, it does. It does make sense. Yeah. Okay, good. All right. So sorry. So use your same formula. The volume equals 1/3 the capital base times the height, and you plug in your height that you know, the 144. We don't know. In order to find the area of the base, capital base, because it's a square, it's going to be the length of the side times the length of the side. In this case, they're calling the length of the side x, so it'll be x squared. And then we know also what the volume is that they give to us. So here's our equation that we have to solve this now for x. And you can see here what they did was they cleared the 3 in the denominator by multiplying both sides by 3. Multiply both sides by 3. You will have to do this in your problem also. And then they clear or get rid of this 144 by dividing both sides by 144. And then in this case, because they want the side of a square, which is s squared is equal to this, therefore you have to take the square root of both sides. Okay. But on your problem that you have here, this is the volume of a right cone. Okay, so the area of your base looks similar to this, is a circle. So therefore you're going to do pi r squared for, let's see, so using this formula here, volume equals 1/3 capital base times the height of the cone. So the base is a circle, so you're going to use 1/3 pi r squared times the height. And in this case, you know everything. You know the volume and you know the radius, but you need to solve for the height. So basically you're taking this equation here, plugging in your volume, plugging in your radius, and then solving for the height. And you do that by dividing both sides by whatever this number is, 1/3 times pi times the radius squared. Okay, so go ahead and do that here on the bottom, and try something and do your best. Okay, hope that was helpful. I look forward to seeing you, class, and may the Lord bless you.